Hi everyone, it's Karen here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new tutorial where I wanted to create an art journaling page, and I was going to try to create an underwater scene, kind of like a galaxy scene, with the new Dina Wakley Gloss Sprays. And I am working in my disc bound journal from Joggles. This is a 6x6 journal, and I do have things behind it that I've worked on before, but I wanted to fill this journal up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on a flat surface. I'm going to be adding it on top of a paper towel, just that way some of the paper towel soaks up things from the sprays. To start with, I'm going to also use the Dina Wakley Chipboard shapes, and I'm going to put them in the background so that way they create the bottom texture. I'm going to start with light colors such as yellow, the lemon and the lime, which are yellow and lime green, and maybe some of the light turquoise. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to spray the background. The beauty about these is that they resist each other, so they will interact differently with each other depending on how I add them on. Now you can see that this is white. I'm going to move these around a little bit. So as you can see, they're starting to kind of resist each other and creating the nice effects in the background. So I'm gonna heat set this part, and as you can see, I have some pieces from some other sprays in the back, but that's okay. That adds to the texture. As you can see, it's already, they are kind of resisting each other already. This is a watercolor paper, and it's untreated, so I didn't put any gesso or anything on it. I'm going to put these aside because look, they look beautiful the way they are, so I can add them later onto the page. Now I'm going to add some of the darker colors. So for example, the dark blue and another blue. This is the night color. And what I love is how they resist each other and create that really cool effect. So you can see the yellow and the blue underneath. I'm going to add the fuchsia color because it just looks really pretty together. And this starts creating that really nice effect. And if you have too much, you can go ahead and dab it off. But I do want some of this on because I want that night effect, that really cool effect. So I'm going to dry this one now again so I can add another layer. And as I'm drying, you can see how it's resisting it, and it's creating a really cool kind of underwater effect. I guess the shapes already got covered, but that's okay because I'm going to add those chipboard pieces on top. Now I'm going to add some more color. And again, it's going to resist the other color that was there. And some more of that night color. And dry it up. So as soon as I start drying up, it starts resisting it. Before I let it fully dry, I want to add a little bit of the white. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually splatter white on this and let it resist itself. I also want to see how it works when I actually splatter it. So it's kind of, again, resists that other color, and it will make it look like a galaxy. Another way to kind of quickly dry something is to use a paper towel. So if you want to add the next page, the next stage, you can. I'm going to add some white on the other side because that's going to resist it, and dry. I'm thinking it would look really cool if I add a little bit of this as well. Yeah, it's starting to look a little bit more galaxy-like, but I am going to now add a little bit of the blue, and now it's really taking shape. Maybe not this blue, maybe the other blue. And now I'm really seeing the galaxy effect. So what I love about this is that you can layer them over and over, and they'll continue to resist each other. So it looks really, really cool. Let's see what happens when we add just a little tiny bit of yellow. Yeah, I find that it does need a little bit of yellow for the galaxy, and it's starting to kind of take shape. So now I want to test to see how it would look with the pieces. It's like I wanted to make it like an underwater galaxy, not specifically. That looks cool. I love that. So now what I can do is, I was thinking to add this little seahorse. Oh, it's this little seahorse, sorry, this little seahorse. So maybe I'll change this around just so it works well. And let's see, what color should the seahorse be? I think the seahorse should be like yellowish with a little bit of green. Maybe a splash of blue. Okay, there we go. So how cute is that? I feel like the galaxy is very dark. I don't know. Let me see if I can add a little bit more of the blue in certain areas. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so that's good. To add some texture, I'm taking some of the black archival ink, and I'm going to kind of stamp on the actual chipboard pieces because I just think it looks really cool, and it adds to that texture that looks really nice on a page. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to stamp with this, with using the white. So I'm going to move this out for a second, and I'm going to basically spray one of the corners and try and stamp with it to kind of create a little bit more of that texture. Now just make sure that you actually clean the stamp well afterwards, otherwise it will not come off. It will get stuck to the background. Let's do the other side. There we go. And now let me clean this off well. And just using some water, you can just clean it or just run it under the sink. I'm just being lazy and not going to the sink, but it comes off like acrylic paint really quickly, okay? So just make sure you do that so it doesn't get stuck. And the other thing you can do is basically just kind of splatter a little bit. It gives really nice splatters. This one might be a bit too big. So I prefer doing smaller splatters, but it's coming out really big. So let me just grab something else. So using just like another pencil or something like that, just to create that really cool galaxy effect. Like So you can either do the stamping or this, which I love splatters. So how cool is that? Really looks like a galaxy. Okay, good. And now I'm gonna let this dry, and I'm gonna glue the pieces on. So really quickly and easily, how nicely this is gonna look. And this one. Okay, so there we go. So I have some gel that I'm going to be using to glue this. This is just gloss gel, or medium, gloss medium. There we go. I'm just cleaning in between the gel. And then let's put this one. I really like these chipboard pieces. They're really cool, especially for art journaling. They're great. So here is the other one, and I'm just gonna glue the little seahorse. And then I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can just like kind of add a little bit using an acrylic marker. I can just add like a border to it. I always like adding borders to my, I think this is a white Posca pen, but any white acrylic marker will work. Even acrylic paint would work. And the same thing, if I can do like an outline, I always find it looks better when I do an outline like this. So acrylic markers work beautifully on these sprays. They're so smooth on them because I guess it's a gloss surface. So there you go. Now all I need to do is just basically add some kind of sentiment. I'm grabbing the Tim Holtz Small Talk. It says, "Today is full of possibilities, more than you realize." You can also print something out if you choose to add another type of sentiment. But I just figured, you know what, I have this, I might as well use it. So there we go. I created an underwater background. It's like almost like a galaxy background. It was super quick and easy. And then all I have to do is go back into my art journal and just click it back in. And there we go. And then I'm all done. So it's really, really, really easy. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed my quick galaxy underwater background using the new Dina Wakley Gloss Sprays. It was a really fun way to create a background, and the chipboard pieces just created a really nice, beautiful effect for the focal points. So thank you so much, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe to my channel. I hope you can join my new Facebook group called Keren, Tamir, and Friends Creative Space, and come and join a supportive group where you can share your projects inspired by my videos or using some of my products. Thank you so much, everyone, and have an amazing day. Bye.